Funfetti cake. But what about Funfetti cookies? Yep, you can make cookies out of that cake mix, and they are absolutely delicious. Let me show you how. What is up, you guys? It is Karli here, and you are officially cooking with Karli. Today we're doing Funfetti cookies. We're going to doctor up a boxed sprinkle cake mix and make them into giant, chewy, mouth-wateringly delicious cookies. The first thing we're going to do is cream together butter and sugar. We have 1/2 cup of each here. This is salted butter. If you have unsalted butter, feel free to use that. You'll just want to add like a pinch of salt to the mix when you add in our flour later on. Granulated sugar going into the bowl. Let's cream this. We're going to cream it for 1 minute. Now let's add the liquid into the dough batter. Now let's add the liquid into our cookie dough. We have a teaspoon of vanilla and 2 eggs. Let's mix that together and cream it until it's nice and smooth. Next goes in the cake mix. So we're using a sprinkle cake mix, and to answer your question, yes, this will work to make cookies with any cake mix, like red velvet. Yep, it'll work. So cake mix goes in and a little extra all-purpose flour. It will be slightly sticky, but it shouldn't be too sticky. You should still be able to roll into a ball. Needed a larger bowl for this. Everything is all mixed together now. I'm going to use a little spatula here to get the dough out of the beaters. And then my favorite part, extra sprinkles, because I have to tell you, I'm a firm believer in sprinkles, and that sprinkles make everything happier and everything better. And so this is definitely optional, but I always add extra sprinkles. So extra sprinkles going in. Do you want to close up this? I'm just going to fold the extra sprinkles into the cookie dough here. And a lot of people ask me where I find sprinkles that don't have the brown sprinkle in there. So these are just all really bright colors. You can find them a couple places. You can get them online. You can find them at Hobby Lobby, and you can actually find them at your local grocery store bakery. Sometimes we'll sell them. Go into the bakery where you'd like order a cake and ask them if they have sprinkles and if they'll sell you some. And guess what? They're actually a lot cheaper there too. Hey, if you like sprinkles as much as I apparently do, and I'm guessing if you're here watching this video, you probably like sprinkles, do me a favor and hit the like button and the subscribe and notification bell. All the love for you if you do it for me. Have you ever made cookies out of a cake mix before? If you have, comment down below and let me know what kind of cake mix you've used and which your favorite is. I'm always trying new cake mixes. This is so easy that you just gotta kind of try them all. Now that our cookie dough is ready, it is time to scoop them up and get them in the oven. Now I promised nice, big, thick cookies, right? So I'm going to use, oh, it's in the dishwasher. I'm going to use my cookie scoop here and actually double scoop the cookies. I'll show you what that means. Let me go grab a cookie sheet and we'll get to scooping. We want an ungreased cookie sheet for our cookies. So to double scoop, we are going to scoop once, scoop twice, and go directly on top of our first scoop and push down and release the scoop. So we have double the dough there. This is a number 50 scoop. I purchased it on Amazon. It's about 1.5 tablespoons worth of dough. So now we have 3 tablespoons worth of dough in our cookie. You guys, I put those too close together. These cookies will spread a bit. So you want to space them apart a little bit. So I generally will put 2, 1, 2, and then 1. So we have 6 cookies to a cookie sheet. This is when having a convection function on your oven comes in very handy, so you can cook multiple trays at one time. Okay, I'm going to continue scooping up a couple more pans and toss these in the oven. Oh, and I should tell you, it's 350 degrees for 9 to 11 minutes. You don't want them to turn brown. You definitely want them to spread, and then the tops, they won't be glossy anymore. They will look done, and that's your cue to pull them out of the oven. Okay. Do this fast. This recipe will make 12 large cookies. Now, if you don't want them so large, you can definitely just use 1 scoop. Then you'll have 24. Our cookies are done. They're out of the oven. They've been cooling on the pan for 3 or so minutes, and now it's time to take them off that hot pan, put them on the cooling rack, and let them cool if we're patient enough. So let's go grab them. Here they are, the cookies. I'm so excited. I need a spatula. The reason why we allow the cookies to cool on the pan for 3 to 5 minutes before putting them on the cooling rack is so that they can actually continue cooking. If you think about it, your pan is still hot. It doesn't cool down immediately after you take it out of the oven. So your cookies will continue baking on this hot cookie sheet, which is exactly what we want. Let's get a close-up here, cameraman. As you can see, our cookie dough has spread nicely. We have the thick, chewy center, and it is spread out to the nice crispy edges. When we break this in half, you can see how chewy and gooey and moist and delicious it is. Now there you have it, the most delicious Funfetti cookie recipe ever. Don't just do the ones on the back of the box. I'm serious, the little added extra ingredients in here make these absolutely to die for. I'm gonna go ahead and eat one of these since I haven't eaten breakfast today. One bite.